Way down south in the Ash Heap, there's a little hole. A hole in the ground filled with garbage and water. You'll find it right about here on your map. Real, just a stone's throw away from Welch Station. Look at this. It's got a nice path that spirals on down to it. It's got water. It's just aching to have something built in it. And when Becky sees a hole, well, she just wants to fill it. So she came up with an idea. Now, instead of a water-filled pit, we've got the Scrappers Local. Looks like it belongs, huh? Yeah. Down here, I got this nice little path, of course, that I could never hope to make. Utilize existing spots. And the whole place sort of comes into view. Built into the rock. So I envisioned this place used as sort of an office of sorts, a building where people who were scrapping in the local area could come and sit down, have a little break, maybe do a little paperwork. I went with a minimal decorations sort of thing here. It's supposed to sort of look like a plain, ordinary office, not beautiful. Becky is, well, she's got a good eye, but she isn't an interior designer. Out here is the smoking area, place where the employees would come out here, grab a smoke, maybe have a drink or two, some ice for your refreshing beverage, and of course a water fountain. And this is where Becky chose to put her guitar for just chilling. You can see we utilized some of the water still. Got a couple of purified water tanks here, just a couple, didn't want to overdo it. Of course, this is a restricted area, so everybody keep out, and in the building, employees only. We'll bypass the stairs here, and under the stairs I squeezed in a little break room, a little lunch room for the employees to come and warm up their food, grab a cold beverage, sit down, and reminisce about their party days. I like this new white floor. Worked really nicely for a kitchen, but it doesn't look linoleum-like. Out back here is where I squeezed in some of my vendors. We've got this for brewing your booze. You know, I always struggle with vendor areas because I want to utilize them, but I want them to look natural, like part of the structure, not just like I'm tacking on, you know, places to sell my stuff. So, rather than fit the last one in here, the last one I put someplace else. And upstairs is where the living quarters are for Becky. We have some displays here. Again, minimally decorated. Didn't want to go overboard. It's a big place, and if you make the walls too busy, then it just looks like you're sticking stuff on walls for no reason. And that I did not want to do. In here is Becky's bedroom. She's got her lovely Mothman band, her theremin, because if you're going to play a theremin, you might as well do it, you know, out of the earshot of everybody else. And Becky's got a little sitting area over here with her fireplace, roaring, as it were. See? Roaring. Speaking of roaring, got some nice sconces on the wall. And just some of her favorite weapons. Across the hall here, we have the workshop, the primary workshop. Now, this is an area that was, well, was a workshop when the building was built. She just made it her own. So we got all of our, nothing revolutionary here. We got all of our benches. We got this. I always think these things kind of look like power tools, so I like to put them in the tool areas. But it's pretty spacious, and you can work at all the benches. And when you're done, you just go that way. Back here is just an alternate entrance in the back here. This is sort of how people would come in from out the back door. Unfortunately, when the world ended and the rocks collapsed, it collapsed onto part of the porch. So it's not really usable now, but it still remains. And back outside, the last place we've got here is another little outdoor area. Up here, atop the ridge, we've got a little outdoor break area, which, well, it looks like somebody lost their lunch right there on the side of the hill. So this I see as an area where the employees slapped a picnic bench down so they could eat outside at a table. And of course, the only place they were allowed to do that was right next to the outhouses. Management's order. Had another drinking fountain and a Nuka-Cola machine. And speaking of management, up here we've got the foreman's office, where he would come to do, I don't know, whatever it is foremans do. Of course, what foreman's office would be complete without a time card machine? Gotta clock in. Employees gotta know when break time is, when it's time to leave for the day. Inside, well, he had his office here, his desk and everything. And now we're just using it for plant storage. Filing cabinet, desk. Look, the desk lamp still works. And a power armor station for repairing that. Of course, you gotta have a girly picture on the wall, because he's a creepy foreman. And this is where I stashed the fourth vendor. Minimal decoration on the walls. No wallpaper as such, because this is really just a shed. It's an outbuilding, so I didn't want to make it all nice and fancy inside. And back outside, the whole thing, of course, powered by a couple of nice, scrappy, industrial-looking wind power generators. I gotta say, I'm really happy with this. It really does look like it belongs here. It also looks like there's a bit of a mist in the air today, but whatever. It's yeah, all in all, man, I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. It's functional and yet looks like it belongs where it is. Transforms the area, but uses the same aesthetic. I hope you liked it. I hope you got some ideas. So until next time, y'all just keep on building, keep on playing Fallout 76, and well, watch out for bad weather in the Ash Heap. Later.